Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to day 19 of the 30 Days of Transformations. I am Katie. I am a women's body love coach. And if you don't know what the 30 Days of Transformations is, it is simply a challenge where I am jumping on here live for 30 days and talking about a transformation I have gone through as I've learned to love my body. And then every day I'm going to give you a small action step that you can do, you can put into place to start loving your body as well. Okay, so today our topic is being fully in my body. Now, this one is something that's really profound for me, but it's really hard to describe. It's really difficult to make this tangible, and I was racking my brain. So I hope that you understand. I hope that this all makes sense to you as we go on. So what I really mean by being fully in my body is listening to my gut, my intuition, listening to my body signals, being really present with that, respecting it, honoring what I need, honoring what my body is telling me. This comes in many forms. Like I said, this is intuition, this is your gut. This might even be something as simple as, like, if you have a really bad headache, take a rest instead of pushing through and just, taking some pills that are going to make the pain go away and keep pushing. Instead of that, you actually stop and you're present and you listen. This also definitely overflows into pleasure and sensuality and all of those different areas. Okay, so this is really quite a broad topic. So one of the really amazing things is that to really feel like emotions, like emotionally, to really feel is amazing. My moods are so clear. For many years, I didn't allow myself to feel. Or if I did feel, I wasn't feeling it fully. I wasn't totally aware of that at the time, but looking back now, I can very clearly see I wasn't feeling things fully. I wasn't truly experiencing things. I was like the tip of the iceberg. Now, this is not all things. Some things, yeah, for sure, I was totally there. But when it comes to like deep stuff and my feelings and my emotions and my body and all of that, I just wasn't. There was a lot of kind of cloudiness for a really long time. So, I'm just really curious. Do you ever feel like you are like living in somebody else's body, going through the motions, or like you are feeling somebody else's feelings and like they're not your own? Like somehow there is a disconnect. I mean, I had that for a really long time, and through my own journey of self-acceptance and of body love, I have slowly but surely been kind of bringing them together and melding them so that way my feelings are my feelings, my body is my body, and I'm really present in the whole experience. Another way that this has really, really changed is that learning to love myself, I'm no longer afraid to get real with myself. Instead of running away from what my gut's telling me, instead of running away from me, from who I truly am at my core, because that was scary and maybe I wouldn't like it, and what if I didn't like myself, then other people wouldn't like me, and there's all these worries and all these things that kind of blow up. But really learning to love myself has allowed a lot of those fears to slowly slip away. I've been able to really release a lot of that fear and instead get really, really curious. Like I said, what is my body trying to tell me? What do these emotions mean? What is my intuition telling me? And also just really being honest with myself. Like, I don't like this. Whether it's a person or a thing or a place or an experience, I don't like this. And I'm not going to fake it to make somebody else happy. Like, I'm in my body and I'm feeling it and I'm being really real. There's one exercise in the Body Love Bootcamp that I love. It is one of my favorite exercises. It is a writing exercise, and it is one of the most beautiful ways to become embodied, to really step into yourself and to really connect with yourself. And this is a process, right? You don't go from being very disconnected to just suddenly being there. It is step by step by step. But that exercise in particular is just so beautiful, and it really slowly leads you through. And it's where you write a letter to yourself. And there's various prompts and there's various suggestions and there's a lot of different parts to it. But I mean, the main concept is you write a letter to yourself. And it might be a love letter. It might be a letter of forgiveness. It might just be you expressing yourself to yourself. But really, that exercise is powerful. And it really can help you get in touch with yourself on a whole different level that you maybe aren't currently in touch with yourself on. And then another part of this is that when I was in that state of really hating my body, feeling shame, feeling guilt, feeling ugly, feeling unworthy, I did not feel like I deserved pleasure. I did not feel like I deserved sensuality. I did not feel like I deserved equality. I felt like I always had to give more. I always had to give more than I was taking. And sometimes if somebody, like if a partner tried to give me more and, bring the balance back, I couldn't handle it. And that had nothing to do with them and everything to do with me and my inability to get in touch with myself and feel secure within myself and know my own worthiness. I was almost on a daily basis reaffirming my unworthiness, reaffirming the fact that I did not deserve pleasure. I did not deserve happiness. I did not. And when somebody else tried to tell me, actually you do, I wouldn't listen. It didn't matter what anybody else said, right? It wasn't about them. It was about me. And really learning to love myself, like I said, I deserve it. And I no longer have any qualms about having that equal give and take in a relationship. Again, I mean, I'm talking physical things here, but this also has to do with friendships and relationships with family members and that sort of thing, just the general give and take, but also in romantic relationships as well. So, like I said at the beginning, this is a really hard thing to make tangible for you, and I've tried and I hope that you kind of sort of get it. I really am skimming the surface with this one because there's so much depth to this. There's so much that we could explore here. But what I really want to do, I want to encourage you. I'm going to pop a, I'm going to pop a link in the comments. And this link is for a blog post. And within that blog post, there is a breathwork sequence that is specifically designed to get you in touch with your body. Okay? Now the blog post, it's a quick read. It'll just take you a few minutes. And then the breathwork sequence takes about 15 minutes. So I really, really, really want to encourage you over the next maybe 3 or 4 days, look at your calendar, set aside a 30-minute block of time and do this. Give yourself this gift. You won't regret it. It is one of the most, I'll just pop that in. It is one of the most amazing things. I love breathwork sequences. I have done them. I have created them. And they do a lot, and they really help you get into your body and really get in touch with your body. And getting into your body is a pivotal step in learning to love it or even like it or even see it. Right? Before you love something, you have to just be willing to look at it, acknowledge its existence, acknowledge that it's there and that it has needs and it has wants and it has desires. So really getting in touch with your body is just that. It's acknowledging. And it's a really amazing first step. So I'm going to leave you with that today. And I will be back tomorrow for day 20. Don't forget, schedule your 30 minutes. You won't regret it, honestly. It's good stuff. Talk to you soon.